Orchard Park. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. These guys will have their hands full, that's for sure. We know how hard it can be for these warm weather teams to adjust to the inclement weather. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Ground 80.
Allen going to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Josh Hines Allen there on the stop. Second and 10.
At the Jaguars.
Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that rushing touchdown, number 28 on the year. Just a remarkable number as he draws level with a Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson for the most in NFL history. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
The right play.
That too.
The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, Allen. And he's into the hands of Coleman downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. James Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, when we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Jaguars.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a gain of 7.
Lawrence.
At the 30-yard line.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger.
Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Lawrence trying to set up a screen for Blue. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Allen. That is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. They run it again with Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Allen going to run with it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He's caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Give him 18 on the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 18-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south as we fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to be. In the fourth quarter.
Ready up.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go? He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Out of the gun. It's Lawrence. And Thomas has it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the Bills' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and the late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Burke. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball. And sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Here's Lawrence. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra
victory. So for Buffalo, they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.